So last night I went on Mod The Sims and I found a brand new Sims 2 scripted neighborhood called Sunshineville, created by Ollie, and truthfully, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of drama, a lot of secrets, and a whole lot of scandals are about to unfold before our very eyes. So now that we're in the game, this is the town neighborhood description, and it reads, Sunshineville is built on tradition and ambition. Generations of families live there while newcomers continue to move in, looking for peace and baked goods. Little do they know about the reality of most residents of whom the reputation and pride are the highest values. How will the story of this town unfold? Based off of this image, I don't think it's going to end very well. Now, what I really love about this map is the size and the general shape of it. I like how they carved out the body of water amongst the different spaces in the neighborhood. We have the town square over here, we have the right side of the town, and then we have the left side of the town. All the way over here is a very small cemetery, which is what I appreciate about this town as well, because normally in The Sims 2, you don't have a proper place to put graves, unless you want to put them in your backyard like Darlene Dreamer. She's haunting her husband and her son in the backyard of their home. Pleasant View doesn't have a graveyard, so having Sunshineville having one is truly, truly perfect. But I really just like how everything is structured and laid out, from the roads to the general trees and all the other like neighborhood decor things you place down, like all the buildings, to give it more like a city vibe or going to the city. But then you have like the general town square over here. In the middle is all the community lots, and then as you branch out, you're going into the residential area of Sunshineville. There's like a little like city hall. There's also like a private school. There's a public school. Even though technically you can't like go to school with your Sims in The Sims 2, you can do that with mods. So in a way, if you have like the go to school mod in The Sims 2, I'll link it down below in the description. But if you have that mod, you can utilize both of these to your advantage, which I think is a very cool idea. But we shall now go over to the neighborhood story and look at all the household backstories. Now we're starting with the Pluto/Harmony family. They say age is just a number, but Billy's daughter thought otherwise. When she learned his new girlfriend was younger than her, she cut him off completely. Oh, is that the daughter? Is that the girlfriend? Ooh. Can this fractured family ever mend the damage and reconnect? I don't think so. Once you cut me once, I ain't coming back. But for the next household, we have the Pluto family, which is kind of related to the Pluto Harmony family. But for the Pluto family, Freya's ex-husband, Billy, used to provide the family's income. So after the divorce money became tight, her daughter Ruth is planning to move out as soon as possible. Will they ever stop arguing and start cooperating? Okay, so basically this is the girlfriend, that's the father, that's Billy, that's the girlfriend. Ruth, right here, the daughter, said, we're done, father. I don't like you. This person's younger than me. Gotta go. Or this, oh no, this is Ruth. Wait, her daughter, daughter Ruth. This is Ruth, the granddaughter. This must be the actual daughter. So, or maybe this is Freya and that's Ruth. Either way, drama between two households, I already love it. I love it. But next household is the Sunshine family. Family comes first for the Sunshines. Is it named after them? Are they the founders of this town? But everything might change when Travis's new partner enters the picture. Will the conflict between their kids hurt this family? Who's the new partner? I wonder who it is. I think we might go into this household because their last name is Sunshine, henceforth Sunshineville, but it could be related to them. It could not be related to them, but that's what I'm thinking. But for the next household, we have the Bug household. And how long can an arranged marriage last? Apparently long enough to raise teenagers. But are their hearts truly in it? Will Scarlett and Spencer remain loyal to each other even when people from their past come back to their lives? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Hold on. An arranged marriage? Who are the parents? Why did they get married? Why was it an arranged marriage? Oh, I want to see the Bug family. So I think I want to see the Pluto/Harmony family, the Pluto family, and the Bug family so far. And I just want to see everything. But this is like so interesting. But the next household is a Safe Men household. Charlie Snowdrop was presumed dead after a few years of his disappearance. But Lay will never stop questioning what really happened to him. Oh? Her husband William wants her to move on and focus more on her daughter. Will Lay ever find out what really happened to her brother? No, not the oh, Charlie Snowdrop. But also too, why do I have a feeling that that William had something to do with it? Like why would he want his wife to move on and focus on, you know, their daughter? I mean, you know, family is everything, but like so was her brother. Did he do something? Do we like what's the drama there? I don't know. I like it. But the next household is the Ladrones family, and the Ladrones run the town's most popular bakery. The tradition says the oldest child should take over the business, but Noah doesn't seem interested. Also, it seems Tina has a secret. Oh, but she's really good at hiding it, or is she? Oh, okay. I like it. The Lamore family. Who is Dean Lamore? What was the true reason behind his previous marriage? Will he ever find a way to come back to his ex-girlfriend, or who happens to be his missing best friend's sister? What? I'm sorry. Will he ever find a way to come back to his ex-girlfriend, okay, who happens to be his missing best friend's sister? Wait a minute. Hold on. Who is that person? This person right here. Lay Safeman. Why are you in this photo with Dean Lamore? His ex-girlfriend was Lay Safeman? Are you serious? Oh my God. Okay, did Dean have something to do with it too? I don't know. Anyway, last and final household is the Wood family. Dandelion was happy on his own, but now that Daffodil is by his side, life seems even brighter. Can this newlywed couple keep the spark alive and maintain a happy, lasting relationship? We don't know. I love this neighborhood already. We're not even into the households and looking at their house and their individual bios, but what I love is that there's a grand total of 50 more lots in this neighborhood. There's like townhouses, you have apartments, you have regular houses. There's something for everybody, which is what I appreciate. So I think what I'll do is I want to go over to the actual Pluto Harmony family, because there's like something going on there. Truthfully, something going on. And they actually live over here in this neighborhood in like the general town square. And we have Billy, Midnight Harmony, Snack, and Cutie Pie, which is what they are. And what I also appreciate about The Sims 2 is that you can see their family, friends, and relatives if they have any other connections. Now, looking at this, the Pluto Harmony family have connections to the Lamore family. They could be friends or something. And then you have the Pluto family over here where they rent an apartment. And then all the way over here is the Wood family. So they must be friends of some type. I really think that's so cool. There's like connections. But let's go into their household and see what they're truly about. I'm gonna look for their careers, skills, and relationships and memories. I went to the daytime so you can see the house a little bit better, because right now in the game, it is set at 6:12 a.m. in the morning. But I can see that they have a small business or a business on their home lot. But I love the general shape of their house. I like that there's like a little garage underneath the roof. I've been trying to do that a lot in The Sims 2 just for saving space, and it just looks kind of nice and different. But I really love that they have a fixer-upper car and an actual car. They do have the robot crafting station. I love the layout of their home. So it is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. I love like the little galley kitchen with all of their bits and bobs on the counter, the pottery wheel in their kitchen. They have 2 dogs, so they have 2 dog bowls. I love their living room. I like the shape of it. I just like everything about The Sims 2. When I look at houses, it reminds me of real life houses. So looking at this makes me very happy. But let's go into their memories. I want to start with the Billy Pluto, because he's kind of like this one elder sim that cannot be trusted. He has a locked want to work on the car. Be friends with William. Why? I don't know. His career, he was a retired coffee shop sound engineer at level 3. His skills are pretty good, hence why he loves working on cars as a mechanic. He has a talent badge, bronze in robotics. He is an Aquarius, I'm a Pisces. He's more outgoing and very nice, a lot sloppier, somewhat lazy, somewhat active, and somewhat playful and somewhat serious. He's an average cabbage for his reputation. His backstory says Billy's retired, but he repairs and sells cars from time to time. Okay, so that's their business. He can't decide between his daughter and his new girlfriend. What's his problem? Either way, he will be upset over losing someone he cares about. Why? Why? Choosing one or the other. Why not both? Oh, so he is in love with Midnight, but they're not married. And then we have Snack, and then we have Cutie Pie, Freya, Pluto, and then we have Ruth L'Amour. William Safeman, he wants to be friends with. And he also knows Lay and Dean, who he hates. Why does he hate Dean? His family tree, so his daughter is Freya. Freya cut him off and said, your newfound girlfriend is younger than me, gotta go. So Ruth is his granddaughter. Her mother is Luna. And then her father, no. Ruth's father is Dean. Oh my, Ray and Rose L'Amour. It gets no wonder Billy hates Dean, because Dean had a baby with his daughter, Freya. I wonder the reason why. There's probably more to it. I wonder if because Dean convinced Freya cut ties all with her father, Billy, because the funds were running dry and had to do something really quick. And so Billy hates Dean because his daughter left him. It's a whole thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, that explains everything why he hates him. Okay. But yeah, that's really interesting. As for Midnight, Midnight is an adult, very young at the very start of her life stage. She is a tarot card reader level 3. She has a bronze badge in pottery. Her skills are not the best. However, her highest skill is creativity and body. Needs to work on charisma and creativity to get another promotion. She works from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. and earns 525 simoleons a day. Interesting. She's also an Aquarius, so they get along pretty well. Very compatible signs. She's very active, very neat, very grouchy, more playful, and I guess a little bit more shy, but can be a playful when she wants to. She is also an average cabbage. Her bio is Midnight couldn't care less about Freya. Oh, especially that Freya's a Leo. No. Right now, she's much more worried about incoming Mercury retrograde. She believes in energies, crystals, and tarot cards. I cannot. She hates Freya because Freya's a Leo. Wildness. Wild. Interesting. She also wants to see a ghost as well. And her memories is like meeting new Sims. Lay, William, Freya, Ruth, Cutie Pie, Snack. She moved in with Billy, kissed Billy, fell in love with Billy. Patricia died. Harper died. Oh, related. Must be grandmother, mother, somebody. Got promoted, a lot of promotions. Kissed Dean. Oh my gosh. Kissed Dean for the first time. Made out with Dean. Okay. She has a membership card to the My Muse 2 art studio. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, where's her family tree? Okay, so Harper and Patricia were her moms. Okay. She's really in love with Billy and has a crush on Dean, but good friends with Daffodil Wood and Ruth. Oh my gosh. Scandalous. I kind of like it. That is so interesting. I really love this household. There's a lot going on here that I want to uncover a lot more, and I'm liking how it's starting. But we're going to move on to the Pluto family, which is like on the other side of this neighborhood. Okay, so with the Pluto family, with Freya and Ruth, I find their household probably the most dysfunctional because what Freya went through and what Ruth is going through, she's been burned twice. From her father to her ex-boyfriend / ex-husband, Dean. So Freya's going through a lot right now, and her house looks she does live in an apartment on the first floor. So this whole building is 3 levels, but I do like the fact that it's well decorated to their personality and like the vibe of like where they're living at the moment. And they live like closer to, I would say, the city side of Sunshineville, henceforth why there are buildings mostly in the background in the map map view. But for their layout, I really like it. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. And I'm thinking that this is more of a shared area. Why? Because of their door being right here. So I do like there's a common space for them. But I love how decorative Ruth's bedroom is with all the lights on top of the wall. And then we have Freya's bedroom over here, which is very cheetah print, zebra print style, with clothes all over the floor. I don't see any other custom photo frames near here, but I'm sure I'll be able to find one somewhere, at least in their household. They do have 2 cats, of course. Oh, ooh, okay, who is this? Oh, Ruth and I guess her best friend or somebody. I don't know. Okay. This must be like a lovey-dovey pose, I'm assuming. But we're gonna go over to Miss Freya here, who has a nice little outfit going on here with a nose ring. Cute. She wants to flirt with Dandelion and be playful with Dandelion. She also has a fear of seeing the death of Travis. Her career, she's a psychic phone pal. She basically is co-workers with Midnight Harmony. Interesting. But she's level 1 and she needs to work on her creativity and charisma, but has a good body skill. No talent badges. Her relationships, she loves Travis Sunshine. She's the new girlfriend that could tear the family apart. Okay, I can see why. Okay, that makes sense. Not a good relationship with her daughter, Ruth. Good friends with Dandelion. Hates Billy tremendously. Noah Ladrone. Really hates Dean and really hates Midnight. And we know the family tree, of course. She's getting very close to a membership for the fitness, which is great. She is a Leo, so she's very outgoing and very playful, sloppy, lazy, and grouchy. Okay. Her bio reads, Freya doesn't even believe in astrology. She's just saying the things her customers want to hear. She likes cigarettes and coffee. Subconsciously, she blames Ruth for destroying her marriage. I'm sorry, Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. Really? Okay, Miss Ma'am, you're doing too much. She's an average cabbage, which we know. Oh my gosh. She blames her own daughter for breaking up her marriage. We gotta figure out what her father is really like, because I need to know more about this. Ruth, however, hates Finn, hates her father, hates Travis. Okay. Kind of friendly with her grandfather, Billy. Oh, she loves Noah Ladrone. Good friends with Miles, good friends with Midnight. Okay. Hates her mother. Interesting. Makes sense. She has wants of going to college, private school, and also wants to earn 100 simoleons that's locked in. She has an F in school. Well, that's just great. Her skills, not so great. Her highest is charisma, which makes sense from all the arguing that she's doing with her mother right now. Makes sense. Gotta yap as much as she possibly can. Her simology, she is a Aries. So she's more outgoing, very serious, very grouchy, somewhat neat, somewhat sloppy, a little active, a little bit lazy, but has her moments. As for her bio, it reads, Ruth usually is grumpy, but she has a soft spot for her partner. She adopts stray cats and plays D&D with Miles. That's so nice. I've never played D&D, but my friends have told me that I should because I'm really good at storytelling. So I feel like I should play D&D. So I think her and Noah might be in a relationship very, very soon. Memory-wise, it's pretty much like more green than red. There's a lot of breaking up because of her mother and father breaking up. She got into a fight and won because of Dean. Wild. Grandmother died. Grew up badly. Adopted Virgo. Got a D. Fell in love with Noah. Great, we love that. Met Miles. They played D&D together. Went steady. Had their first kiss. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Well, that's very nice. And they have the 2 cats, Virgo and Capri. But I want to go over to, I believe the next household I want to go to is the Sunshine family, mainly because I just want to know more about their backstory. Are they truly happy in their life? Why are they dating? Like, how did this all become to be? Plus, there's 3 Sims in that household that I want to learn more about. Okay, we're finally in the Sunshine household, and I love the shape of their home. It's like a U-shaped house. And normally, whenever I see houses like this, I'm like, ooh, the style is different. I love it. This must be their front door, and this is like where it leads into like the living room, dining room, kitchen, more so hallway area. office, first bedroom, second bedroom, and then the parents' bedroom, and then the bathroom. So it is a 3-bedroom, 2 1.5 bathroom. Because secondly, this is like a half bath, and this is like a full bath because it has a shower here, and this one doesn't. This could also be converted into a bedroom if they wanted to, but it's an office just for whoever wants to use it that day. But this home is so lovely. I like how there's so much space to like move around and do things in. We have a little swing set back here. There's a photo album here. Oh, wait. This is when Finn and Sean were like little kids. And like, of course, the mother here, whoever that is. Uh-oh. I wonder what happened. Did they get divorced? Did she die? I don't know. But there's only 3 Sims here. And his wants is to watch a movie, serve food, talk about a hobby, and become BFF with his son, Finn. So let's go over to him first. He is getting very close to his elderhood. He has 14 days left. And truthfully, I love his style. I love him. I love everything about him. But for his career, he's a sous chef at level 7, so he loves to cook. He has not a good cooking skill, but it's at level 4, almost number 5. He has good logic skill and creativity, no body skill, low cleaning skill. You can see why in this house it looks a bit dirty and unkept. He has no talent badges, but he does earn about 812 simoleons a day and works from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., but only on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So throughout the day, he's pretty much at his lonesome while his kids are at school, which is not that bad. His simology, he is a Taurus, so he's very sloppy, somewhat grouchy, kind of outgoing, kind of shy, but very playful, somewhat lazy, somewhat active. But for his bio, it reads that Travis is a fun dad and a cool dad. Being a single parent makes him nervous, but doing his best. He likes grilling, fishing, and football. Oh. As for Finn over here, he wants to sneak out, go to college, get a charisma level 1, and go steady. But with who is the real question. And then he's good friends with Sean, his little brother, and friends with his father, Travis. But he really, really hates Ruth and hates Freya. They could be moving in at any point, and he's not liking it whatsoever. He has a B in school, no talent badges, very low skills, but he has a good skill in creativity. As for his memories, they're pretty much all green except a few red, which is kind of similar to like Travis's memories, but he did lose a fight to Ruth. They did fight. Ruth won, he lost. And so Sean grew up badly. He grew up badly, met Freya, who he hates now. There's been some trauma, but like not a lot of trauma. So he's had a good life, but not so good life. But for his simology, he is a Scorpio. So he's very active, very nice, very serious, kind of more neat, somewhat sloppy, but I would say he's a little bit more shy. But his bio, it reads, Finn should be wearing glasses, but refuses to do so. He may seem to be grouchy, but is actually a real cinnamon roll. Oh, that's so nice. He should be wearing some glasses, but he chooses not to. Valid, understandable, I can relate. But for the last and final sim, Sean Sunshine, his little brother. I love his little outfit, his little pajamas. So cute. Okay. So he's good friends with his brother, his father, and also Mia Ladrone, who lives on the other side of town, on the left side of Sunshineville. And he seems to be pretty okay with some other Sims in his relationship panel, like Freya. Doesn't really know Ruth, but you know. He has a B in public school. He has level 2 in body, no talent badges. He is, however, a Pisces, just like me. We're sensitive, creative, but we can be overly, overly emotional. You hurt us one time, we're done. He's very sloppy, very shy. I am very, very shy. He's very active, serious and playful, and very nice. So anyway, we kind of relate to that. I am a little bit more neater as I have gotten older, but I think when I was a child, I was just like Sean, very shy. I'm still very shy. I'm very active, very nice. I can be serious when I want to, and I can be playful when I want to. So you and me, bud, we fam. But for his bio, it says, Sean worries a lot. Same. He wants to make everyone happy. Same. He would like to be the prince so he could eat chocolate every day. not same. I'm lactose intolerant. I cannot have chocolate, so I would rather eat cotton candy or Skittles or Smarties every single day. And I truthfully don't want to spoil the rest of the households. I did want to go over to Dean's house to kind of look more into his relationships, but I might leave that for you all to discover because I want to look at some of the community lots in Sunshineville. Okay, so I think the community lot that I want to look at is probably in the town square, and then we'll venture over to the cemetery because I have a belief that some Sims are actually buried here from like the Sims that have died from the previous generations, like the Lamore, and of course with the Smith. Like there's just so many Sims that have died here that I want to look at just a teensy bit more. So it's been said that the Ladrone family lives in this neighborhood and owns a bakery in the town, and there's only one bakery in this town. And it's always been passed down by generation, but the oldest son doesn't want to have any interest in it. So I want to look at the bakery and see what it actually has to offer, because I find like with food in The Sims 2, it's so much fun to make. There's like actual like steam effects coming out of the food if it's hot and ready, and it just looks very realistic. And truthfully, I have not owned a bakery in The Sims 2 in a very long time. But this is the Ladrone's bakery, and it looks so cute. I love how sunshiny and bright it is. I love the flowers on the floor for the terrain paint, the simple trees that we have from SimCity, all the sunflowers and like little shrubs and other little shrubbery things over here. I like that there's outdoor seating because most of the time I feel like with bakeries, there needs to be some indoor and outdoor seating, but mostly outdoor to like, you know, embrace the environment, embrace the nature, smell the roses, if you know what I mean. But I really like that there's outdoor seating, and the roofing, lovely. And on the inside, it's, you know, your normal-esque bakery. You have your refrigerator displays and of course your counter to go and check out, and some other seating on the inside. But yeah, overall, I really love this bakery, and it's making me want to build my own bakery in my own custom neighborhood. So that way I can have a Sim family or an individual own it and then pass it down by generation, just to see if it changes over time based off of my Sim's personality. But what we're going to do is go over to the next community lot and then go over to the cemetery and then wrap it up from there. So I was going to go over and look at the public and private schools for the next community lot, but I actually want to stay in the main square and leave the discovering to you all, for you all to decide. But we're going to go over to the restaurant and grocery store, mainly because I love food, and I also have a very hard time building community lots in general. And I'm thinking I probably should combine two like ideas into one lot, just to save on space, time, and probably money if I decide to ever own a restaurant and grocery store at the same time in The Sims 2. Okay, first and foremost, I love the layout of this restaurant and the grocery store. The shape of it reminds me of Sunset Valley in The Sims 3, like at least the angle that the grocery store is facing reminds me of that one grocery store in Sunset Valley. If you know, you know. But also too, this restaurant has two levels. You can either eat downstairs or you can eat upstairs if you want to. Most of the upstairs is mainly for like the bar area to watch TV or just, you know, chat and wallow away your feelings if you want to. So it is a really, really cool concept. Plus I like how the Sims 2 like retail and like business system is in general. Like if your Sims are out of groceries, they can either order it or like via the phone or online, or actually go to a grocery store and get the groceries themselves and then go back home. So it's nothing like The Sims 3 or The Sims 4 where you have like an infinite amount of like food in your fridge. If your fridge is empty, you gotta go outside and get some more food if you want to, or just get a delivery. Either or, manual work, basically. But I really love the center of this restaurant. The fact there's a spiral staircase in the middle of the room that goes upstairs is really nice. I like the fact that you can sit right here and even look down below to the first floor of the restaurant. In case like if you have like a family friend down here, or you have like a date that you want to leave hanging, or just someone that you saw in your past life that you just don't want to see anymore, you can come up here and then look down below and like contemplate if they're here for you or for somebody else, or to just want to, you know, be here out of spite of you. But I just really like how it's laid out. I love the bar. I love the general decor on the walls. I love the downstairs. There's 2 bathrooms. And then I also love the kitchen area for the employees to work in here. And then on the grocery store side, You have everything laid out just for you. You have your game rack, you have your magazine rack, and then you have your produce stalls for like your fruits and veggies, and then the general display freezers for like orange juice, milk, eggs, things like that. And then your freezer bins of all of your delectable TV dinners and veggie burgers and other things that you probably want to get or don't want to get, depending on how you feel. Ooh, you even have pizza right here, DiGiorno pizza, but Simlish version. So across the rainbow, we shall venture over to the cemetery. Now, this cemetery is a resting place for Sims who have passed away. Is it all the Sims that have passed away in Sunshineville or not? Because I believe you actually can place down like already preset gravestones that don't have Sims buried in them. I think you can, but I'm not entirely sure. But this graveyard is very, very simple. I was thinking there could be like a basement down here, but there is no basement in the cemetery. But imagine if you could have a basement. You could if you wanted to. But I like how this is. You have your general, crypt mausoleum area for your final resting place. If you want to, talk about the will or, argue or whatever you want, you can do it in here, just not outside where people are resting. But we have like very interesting general decor. I'm thinking that this is probably a family mausoleum based off of like the statues and the end tables and like all the pottery and urns that we have here. I know they're not actual urns, but I think it's supposed to signify that this is like owned by somebody and not like for the general public. Cause if you have like a very prestige family who's like rich enough to buy a whole crypt mausoleum for the entire family, they can do that. But I really, really like this space. I really, really like this. This is very common, very cute. I've also never seen this egg before. Off the hook egg. I've never seen this. Oh wait, no, I have. It's just so expensive that I've never used it. It's from Sims 2 Free Time. 3,500 simoleons. I don't really venture out into like the rich style of the Sims 2 because my Sims be broke and they cannot afford much. If you know, you know. Brandy broke is broke for a reason. Skip broke had no money in that insurance when he passed away in that pool. We thought he did, but he did not. His last name is Broke for a reason. Broke. B-R-O-K-E. Broke. But looking at these gravestones, I'm not seeing anyone that is technically already buried here. So I'm thinking these are just general. Oh wait, no. If we click on them, we have Patricia Harmony, Harper Harmony, Frank Safeman, Amelia Safeman, and then we have Charlie Snowdrop. No, Charlie Snowdrop. Poor Leia. And then we have Leia Snowdrop and then Rowan Snowdrop. We have Flora Wood and Fauna Wood, the plant sim family. And then we have David Ladrones and then Isabel Ladrones, Cameron Jugador and Walter Jugador. And then on the other side, so there's basically every single sim that is living in Sunshineville and had relatives that have died or spouses that have died are buried here. That is really detailed. Okay, we have Johnny Bug and Juliet Bug, Mabel Hart, and Miles Hart. Don't know the Hart family, but we'll figure out who that is soon at some point, or you all can. And then we have Rose Lamore, and then Ray Lamore, the Lamore family. Freya and Ruth, they probably didn't like the grandparents at all. And then we have Luna Lunera. Interesting. Okay, we know who that sim is. That's actually, oh my gosh, that's Billy's old wife who died. Interesting. Stevie Sunshine, Scott Sunshine, Rachel, Cody Smith, and Melanie Smith. So maybe Rachel Sunshine have some relations. Okay. Interesting. And like the good part about this, there's even more room to bury more Sims. Sounds morbid because it is, but there's room to place more Sims over here and over here, or, near the family, or not, depending on whatever you want to do. But if you ever want to download this neighborhood for yourself, Sunshineville, I will leave a link down below in the description to the Mod the Sims page, so that way you can get more updates of what Ollie might do for the future of this hood, or if they ever make any more neighborhoods down the line for The Sims 2. But as always, I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, of what do you thought of this neighborhood. Do you have The Sims 2? Do you not have The Sims 2? give me all of your feedback down below as always. But of course, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Listen to my podcast, Hello Spring, and I will see you all next time. Bye!